have a lot more improved tactics and a lot more of an improved meta of the game, but also maps like Hotel Trouble and Critical Response, where players or teams should more or less refine or finalize, iron out all the strategies that should have come to play in the previous stages of the esport. Those maps should be the most entertaining in the sense that it should be down to perfection at this point from each and every individual player and team. So with that being said, it's going to be a heck of a series. And again, the reminder is there, ladies and gentlemen, to get the game as soon as possible for the massive discount of 80% off. But overall, if you do look at all the maps, though aggressive, what is your standpoint? Do you think that it's a little bit more favoring Rancor, or uh, do you think Shopper Bro might pick up the maps from Hotel Trouble or Critical Response based on being the old dogs and all?
It could go in either direction because I would say that this particular map, Up, one of the biggest problems they are going to have is when they go to critical response. Arguably, critical response is one of their weakest maps in their entire map pool. So, looking at what the overall pickup has been looking like for them, with game number one being Showtime and with game number two being a Breaking Met, Hotel Trouble, I do believe, is where the team of Shopper Bro is really going to have a little bit of an advantage, but at the same time, it's going to be difficulty because Rancor just has that level of proficiency on that particular map that can cause problems for them. And in a lot of ways, Shopper Bros are banking on Breaking Meth being that one map where their team are really going to be able to take control of. But if they lose that second map, going into that third, they're going to have the most difficult amount of time because we've seen in the Bangladesh Zero or Open that Rancor in particular probably had the best showing out of any of the other teams in that particular matchup and in that particular map. So this is going to be a tough one. This BO5 will be very difficult to predict which team is going to be able to win because Shopper Bro, they have made significant advancements. So it's not like Rancor alone is going to be the team that Rancor is going to be the team that runs them down at each and every turn. Us, looking at the history, of course, there's going
been slain.
He gets the turtle as things not really looking good here.
He's coming in. Look at that. The Franco almost getting taken down. Here, Sicilian will fall first, but Guy will get taken down himself as well. And just like you were saying, Fredo, Ling is still level 4. He's struggling heavy. And with the marksman is actually above him right now. Look at that, level 5. A Ling being level 4. That's not a good news. And looking at the items as well, Fredo, I feel like it's a very dominating fashion game from the hands of C3 Meraki, which is obviously from SB Deborah College.
Yep. And seems like another action might be brewing up. Where the Day Strike has been used as well. Bad speed coming in.
But yeah, they're just getting the resources. And Ling is trying to just make the best of what's in his hands. Uranus is obviously playing really good for one simple reason. His team is ahead and he's just doing a good job. Bura comes in with that bouncing ball of his, and the Uranus is the one capturing the kill again. The Franco, obviously not being the best frontliner, is not able to sustain any of the damage that's coming into his face. Lapu Labudo comes in with the bravest fighter. I'm not sure why he wants to fight the Uranus, because it's just a futile attempt at trying to take him down. Doesn't have enough burst. Level 6 and level 5, 1 level difference already. And EXP lane in the early game, that's a massive difference. Into the bottom lane though, look at that. Another kill. Barca over here, Nox takes down the Sicilian all by himself.
Team C3 is just playing on some another level right now. Because if you take a look, the way they have, dominated the enemy, it's not... okay. Once again, there comes Bloody Hunt and Guy. Or, yeah, let's call it Guy only, yeah. Guy will do a phenomenal job.
Clint knew there was someone. I don't know why he went there, because he checked the bush. I think he should have kept his distance, but what can he do? There was no support. Guy, obviously a Franco being in. Oh, look at that. So much low HP. They're trying to go in, but the Feather airstrike is just so on point. Franco has to retreat from the position, but look at that. The Lapu Lapu is also trying to come in. There's the Sicilian coming in with Bat Feast, dishing out some damage, but Lapu Lapu will fall to the mercy of course, the 1-1 who's right now chasing back the Ling. He's trying to retreat. He doesn't have any of the Sin Forge energy, and he has to go back. Can't really dash away. The blue buff is up as well, and they're trying to go for a hook. The hook actually goes onto the purple creep, and because of it, it's just a futile attempt again. Lancelot comes in with the shing, 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 and the triangle comes in. The combination is really good, and I am expensive will get a not so expensive kill, because right now they are leading with an expensive amount of gold. Oh, what's that? There comes a flicker. Not a flicker combo, actually. That's the ultimate coming in from Tempest of Blades. But look at the 1-1 going in for a turret dive, taking down the Ling, using the advantage of the fact that Super M was inside the turret. Overall, Looks like it's gonna be a very one-sided game, and it's gonna be finishing soon. Look at that, Fetter SRI coming in. The hook finally does land into the far side, and a shutdown comes in. Guy getting a killing spree. Franco getting all the kills. Not the best, but hey, at least they're getting something.
Yep, and this guy has been the main guy right now, main character for the side of Bohut Chandra College. If I'm saying it right. So yeah, this Franco has been the main player. So I think they should start playing more around the Franco instead of going, and trusting the Ling. They do have the Sicilian as well for the late game. So I do think they still have a chance if they play it right.
Yeah, most likely. Oh, look at that. The 1-1 comes in with a crossbow. Tang activates. It's on the Ling. Oh, barely scraping it off with an HP. But Damien will go for a third dive. Barely surviving from the hook. And does take down the Clint as well. And right now sitting at a KD of... What is it? 602? 502? 502 is it? 602. I'm not sure. But anyways, 6,000 gold lead into the hands. Oh, going for a crit build 1-1. That's interesting. Actually, that kinda does help with the third dive. So you have a little bit of a regen. But Farsa will get taken down over here by, of course, the Ling. And right now, IMX Events getting the turtle. Will get a shutdown on this Franco as well. Mega kill secured. And right now, he's want to go for another purse. No mercy. Just scraping it off with that flicker play. But of course, Lancer is coming in behind him. On the other side, though, a lot of damage being dished out here and there. Lapu Lapu bought out a lot of time fighting Lancelot, but ultimately that's a level 11 jungler. You can't really do anything much about it. Is that a hook coming to Zenny? And I feel like, yeah, it was. But oh, Lancelot, what is that style? But he looks like he's gonna get punished out. A final shutdown. Guy, that's the 4th shutdown this Franco has done with a hook. Maybe this is not the first pick.
This is just another one of those moments where an Indian Franco player, just capitalizes on his hooking skills and just makes the match entertaining, because we know India has a lot of good Franco players.
Absolutely. Look at that crossbow Tang activating on No Mercy, but the stun comes in and the 1-1 not able to decide whether to go or not. But look at that. On the other hand, Zenny just chilling. No, that does not enough damage for him to get taken down. Ling on the other hand though takes down Super M, but at the cost of his own life. 1-1 godlike, and that's not good because that's a 1-1 702 into the kill board. And when a 1-1 is so farmed, the only one obviously who can stop is again Guy. They need a flicker play, but turrets are down, Fredo. They only have their inhibitors.
That's why it's going to be difficult now. And they do have the Sicilian, like I said before, to try and clear those lanes a little bit more faster. But right now, look at that. He's getting targeted a lot, and that's why he will not be able to, clear those lanes quite easily. Lancelot always onto him, even the 1-1 trying to dive into the backline. Without the Franco, it gets a little bit harder for them to defend, but let's see what they do here.
Oh, again, the Lancelot comes in. I am expensive with the Shing. Does take down the Sicilian, but at the cost of his life. But hey, they do get the inhibitor as well as a double kill for Damien in this 1-1 right now. And with that, so much done. Second inhibitor will also fall. Only one left into the board, but look at that hook coming in. But the Purify will come into replace, but there's a Winter Crown trying to dodge out the Tyrant's Revenge. Guy with the last resort of ultimate uses it up, but the base is gonna get chunked down quite a bit. Can they be able to defend it? No, it's just one basic attack away, and C3 Meraki will get a one-sided, a very dominating fashion game into their name. Very fast pace too, actually. I feel like it was very fast. How many minutes was it? 9 minutes.
9
it was
minutes
too
and
fast.
14 seconds. That was one of the fastest games that we have seen. And of course, I would really like to tell everyone, Mr. Super M here is, right now he's playing for his college, but this guy is one of the top players as well in India. Very well known to be playing in the top teams all the time. And he will be, he was completely bullying the enemy Ling, and the Franco, of course, he did pretty good job, but Super M was just better, and that's the reason why this Ling not able to do anything that he could.
Franco with 7 kills is insane.
Wow.
That's a full-on offense Franco, no defense. In a way, that's how you're supposed to play the Franco, because he's more offensive side, right? You hook, you try to target, but let's see. It was, I do think one thing though. The draft was not that bad. It just they obviously need a better frontliner. Franco's not the best frontliner against a Kufra, and also Ling into this meta. not the best for one simple reason. You can clearly see so much invade, he couldn't do anything about it.
Exactly.
Giving out the Farsa was also a bad decision, mainly because they did not have. They did have Ling as a insurance, but when your Ling is getting gapped that badly by invasions, I think when you're gonna play a Link, always keep in mind that invasions, because when it happens, you need some defense. And Sicilian, actually, we are forgetting the main key point. Sicilian cannot help you in the early game. They took both. The mid trio is supposed to have a balance of mid to late game. Both of them were late game. So early game invasions, they had zero defense. And because of that, they ultimately lost out. But ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to be taking a short break because, of course, we have only first match was done offline. Second match, this is the one. And we still have 4 more left. So make sure you stay tuned. And we'll be right back with NCC, of course, National College Cup with 4 more teams coming back up. Ray and Fredo will be right back to you guys. So stay tuned and make sure to start the stream.
What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to NCC National College Cup, and we're going to be diving straight back into the matches. We obviously have 6 regular best of 1 series. This is the day 2 of this tournament, and we've had so many matches yesterday, and Just now we've had a match between C3 Meraki and Baka, both representing Baka representing Maharaja Bohut Chandra College and C3 Meraki representing SB Devara College, where C3 Meraki got the game in a dominating fashion and a very fast-paced win, only 9 minutes. And right now we're gonna go into what is Fredo will introduce, obviously, my co-caster, I'm
Okay.
myself, Ray, and my co-caster Fredo will introduce the team names, which is, of course, Fredo, go ahead.
And we have for this match, we have the second match of today's stream. We have BawkBawn Gang versus Clan Uchiha. BawkBawn Gang will be representing Government Mizo Higher Secondary School, and Clan Uchiha will be representing Kalyani University. So yeah, it's going to be Government Mizo Higher Secondary School versus Kalyani University. The name of the teams are BawkBawn Gang and Clan Uchiha. So yep,
I actually want
bans
to search it
and
up.
already
Kalyani,
taking
where is it
place.
from?
Where is it
Kalyani
from?
University.
Oh, yeah, I should say that, right? Kalyani University, I'm not really sure, but of course,
It's
the
from West
government,
Bengal.
Mizo,
It's from
West
West
Bengal.
Bengal. Yeah.
Okay, so we
Kalyani
have it.
University.
Kalyani is actually a district in West Bengal. So yeah, I kind
Okay,
of
makes
thought
sense.
about it.
Yeah, I'm not that good with district names, but
Geography.
nah, I'm good outside of India, but Indian states, bro. Because India is, if you think about it, India itself is like a whole continent with how many
Yep.
districts, states, and sub regions and everything. Oh, Zushin, there we go. Finally. Oh, let me bring her for 2 seconds. Nah, it's all fine. But yeah, jokes aside, looks like the draft has already begun. Bok Gang, and of course, the other side we have the team Clan Uchiha and Kalyani and Mizo Higher Secondary. Yeah, Mizo Higher Secondary versus Kalyani University, right? So with the drafted place, the bands are already done, Fredo. We're seeing a Yu Zhong first pick. What do you think of that, his placement in the metaphor as a first pick thing? I honestly don't think it's a first pick material.
Well, Yuzong as a first pick, I think it's not the baddest, but of course, it does have its own advantages. It does force the enemy to, use battle spells like Flicker, maybe even the sprint sometimes to get away. So yeah, the backliners will be really careful because this guy he does not really care about any obstacles on the map. He can directly dive into the backline, and with that, we see the Kadita, which did a pretty good job yesterday as well. We saw,
Mhm.
Kadita being used. And today we have another. Okay, there's the Granger coming up, Lancelot as well, as we did see the Lancelot doing so well in the last game.
Yeah, from the hands of
But
C3.
mm, what will be interesting is if we will see a Yi Shin, but instead I think it's going to be an alpha going in the jungle.
That makes sense. Right now that you were mentioning the Yushin thing, I see it now. Lapu Lapu and Yushin should basically have the same hairstyle, man. Like even the side, like they have legit same hair. Why? Their faces are the long lost brothers. I mean, technically Lapu Lapu is from Philippines and he's from Korea because he's a Korean admiral. That's interesting. But yeah, Joe, focusing on to the drafting phase so far, we're seeing the alpha coming in as a jungle. Matilda is actually funny enough open, but I don't think the Kakao combo is. I mean, it can work. It can work, but we'll have to watch out and see. Of course, right now the 3 picks are first already been done. Barang Ben, I love it because I feel like Barang is one of those fighters that can easily destroy any composition, and a lot of the times he can even destroy team fights. I remember once I played Barang, like as a roamer, I was able to carry it myself because of the simple reason you can make a set that is so perfect because you can just trap a lot of them, and once the battle spells are out, it's a free real estate. And if not, you're baiting out their battle spells, so your jungler, if especially if it's a Lancelot or something, right, he can easily go in because right now they don't have the flickers. So I really love that. Oh, okay, Matilda actually goes into the hands of BawkBawn Gang, is it? Or we'll probably see it pretty soon. But what do you think, Fredo, with the bans and everything? Glue ban, and I think it's all understandable. But BawkBawn Gang, I feel like they're really prioritizing on the marksmen. They want Granger to be safe.
I do feel like as well that you know that in this game, I feel like there's a lot of mobility into the hands of BawkBawn Gang. Meanwhile, on the other side, Clan Uchiha, they're relying a lot more on the sustain and maybe the burst coming in as well. The Kadita, okay, it's going to be a Johnson Kadita combo that we're going to see here. Along with that, there's a Popple and Koopa who will be pasting those traps all across the map. to try and give vision as well. So yeah, a lot of utility here into the hands of Clan Uchiha. BawkBawn gang seems to be more about those mobility heroes. Granger has a good amount of mobility along with the Matilda and the Lancelot as well. And now if you combine the fact that you have a Esmeralda on top of that, there is going to be a huge amount of sustain, but there's a lot of damage as well on the other side. Yuzong and Alpha,
Hmm.
along with the Popol and Koopa, and the enemy has only one frontliner, which will be the Esmeralda. Do you think it's
Yeah,
enough to take all the damage?
unless this Lancelot is going hybrid, Esmeralda is going to be melted down very heavily, especially considering the fact that Yuzhong will himself regenerate a lot. Not to mention Popol and Koopa are 2-in-1 deal. Yeah, Popol will not take any damage, but he is dishing out the damage. Not to mention the dog does serve as a purpose of a tank, right? That's the whole reason we had a whole season of Popol and tank Koopa, right? And so I think that's something that they needed to keep in mind. And I think this Johnson can comfortably go even damage Johnson for a simple reason. They have hefty amount of frontliners, and a damage Johnson hurts like insane. Granger would not even be able to quickly purify. He'll be gone because
Yep.
Johnson. I know a lot of people think this is a very low tier hero, but when you get hit, it's no longer low tier into the face, of course. And his ultimate cooldown is also terribly, terribly low. It's all about your driving skills, actually, how good you rotate around the map, and if you can have obviously the surprise element. And not to mention,
Yep.
there's a Kadita most likely going to be coming in. So that's a crash and a fish pond and a pool full of water right into your face. So they better have some dry cloths to dry it out. If not, they're gonna get obviously soaked in it, and they're gonna get sent back to the base to revive and clean it off for themselves. So far, their sustain option is obviously just like I mentioned, Esmeralda and Matilda. Is it gonna be enough? We'll find it out, ladies and gentlemen, because Clan Uchiha versus BawkBawn gang. One representing, of course, the side of BawkBawn gang is representing Government Mizo High Secondary School. We'll just call them Mizo HS. And the other side is, of course, Kalyani University, which is Clan Uchiha. Into the casting, there's myself, Ray. And this is obviously joined by Fredo as well. And we'll see how this game goes. Last one was pretty fast. What's this one gonna entail?
Yep. It was so fast that, we took a break that was longer than the game actually in the last one.
Damn, bro.
Yep. And this time around, we're going to see Clan Uchiha going up against BawkBawn gang, like you said. And this time, there seems to be, unknown people for us at least. Because in the last one, we had Super Im, who was kind of known because he just played in a lot of, games at the top
Yeah,
level.
of course.
But this time around, there are no top level players here. All new faces, all new games, all new names. So yeah, it'll be exciting to see what we have store for. Okay, anyways, what we have for store in us here. But yeah, right now it's going to be Godfather.
Oh, what's
Go
that?
down.
Already first blood. Petrify combo. Was that a... Oh, yeah, that was one Petrify coming in from Kadita. Davy Jones, damn. Davy Jones. But one thing is for sure. Look at the amount of Purifies it's there on the table. It's like 1, 2, 3. That's 3 Purifies. They're really paying respect to the Kadita, as well as of course, Yuzhong is also Petrify combo, so there's actually a lot of that they need to dodge out. I'm not sure if Granger has a Purify or not, because there's one who does not have the Purify. So maybe it was Granger himself who's on the flicker, and that's why he got taken down. Because I feel like if he had the Purify, he could have been able to dodge it out, because it was just a single Petrify. Kadita had not knocked him up. And anyways, there comes the turtle. Lancelot already into it, and right now most likely we're going to be seeing a clash happening. The Alpha is trying to most likely go in. Look at the Yuzhong coming in with the Black Dragon, but he gets it with the Retribution, and right now he should retreat from there because the Black Dragon is trying to initiate, but looks like it's actually going other way. Clan Uchiha is the one retreating. They don't want any dust. They don't want any fight. Yuzhong will retreat as well. His Black Dragon form expiring. Jushin over here trying to poke, but of course Kadita is immune, and they will just go back. Okay, no trades. 2-0, but BawkBawn gang 1 turtle.
That is good news for us here who are casting right now, because it seems like it's going to be an even match. We're not going to see a one-sided one this time around. And yep, the trades that happen right now, okay, the Granger got taken down, but the Lancelot made sure that he secured the turtle and got some value out of that sacrifice that just happened. So yeah, it's looking good right now for both sides. Pretty even so far, nothing interesting happening. But yeah, One thing interesting is it's the legend skin which will be going in right now. Let's see what happens.
Two horses. Leomord's two horses are coming in, storming into the top lane. Most likely going to be crashing into someone, and that's going to be the Zushin. She does have to believe it comes in with the Crimson Beacon. And Kalita actually was rolled out quite a bit, but the Granger comes in with the rockets and has to retreat. But K will be the one first to fall victim of that clash out of there. And they're still trying to go in because Bobo, look at that. The Koopa damage is there. Godfather will get a double kill for himself. And yeah, Fredo, it's I'm confirmed. The Granger is the one with the flicker. And that's why he got taken down on the top lane first blood. But 4-0 for Clan Uchiha, the side of Kalyani University.
Yep, Kalyani University really cooking things up here. And Mizo HS are not really finding a way to answer that, except for their turtle take there. Of course, Lancelot does have a lot of advantage when it comes to red tree battles because he can, just thorn roast red tree. So yeah, very good combo to try and secure those objectives. But you do need to take some kills as well. For now, though, Granger might be on focus once again because the Johnson seems to be more interested in going for him. But yeah, he will be zoned away completely inside his turret. Now, there might be another turtle fight coming up. Let's see if the Lancelot can do some of his magic this time around.
He's not actually anywhere nearby, so this is going to be a free turtle. Yep, it is. The Iron Hunter on Alpha will be able to get a kill, and over there, bodies will be falling left and right. Yuzong captures a kill onto the Lancelot, and the other side, the Johnson will take down the Mathilda. And right now, the Zushin is under trouble as well. She uses the Crimson Beacon to drag the Yuzong inside the head, but doesn't have enough mana just yet. Tries to push in back again, but not going to be able to succeed any kill. But Godfather with Blade of Despair, first item already into the table. Looks like Granger is going to be in a heap of a lot of trouble. Look at the itemization as well. Warx and both of the fighters, they're pretty ahead. Alpha gets in the car. No, not the car, the chariot. The two horses are rushing in. Lancelot better watch out, or is it going to be the Granger? He doesn't have Purify, so he does use a flicker, but it's not going to be enough because he gets bursted out. Godfather will get the killing spree. 7-0. Clan Uchiha Kalyani University representative is fully dominating.
I mean, I can already feel the frustration of that Granger through the screen. I mean, that guy getting ganged down there by 4 members of Kalyani University. I mean, I pay my respects to you, Granger. But yeah. Petrify combo, it seemed like for a moment, but it was the falling star moon. But hey, it might be the Johnson falling off his own chariot this time around. Circling Eagle coming in as well.
Yeah, the shield did stay for a little bit, but it's not going to be enough. They get the kill, and right now, Kadita wants to go in, and Davy Jones will actually be able to retaliate with a kill, but Jokwa will immediately take a revenge kill as well. Takes down the Kadita himself, 2-for-1 trade, and right now they're trying to go in for the mid lane, but Godfather, look at that, he has the damage. Popo is dishing out a lot of damage. He's trying to go in, but the Zushin will retreat for now. But look at that chariot. It's coming in, storming in to the arena, and he's looking for a target, and it's most likely going to be the Granger. I have a feeling he's trying to circle it around, not be visible. Most likely going to go in. Granger? Nah, he's just, what do you say, kind of teasing, like warning. But Matilda? Okay, that's a little bit odd. I'm not sure why she took all the damage. Is that a damage, Johnson? I think it is, because that's a lot of damage.
Whoa, Kadita. No, slow down there. Got too greedy, I guess. Already used up the ultimate. And Lancelot once again wins in the red tree battle. Second turtle for this guy, but he doesn't know that the dragon is arriving as well. And maybe the dragon will try to back off.
That's coming in. Lancelot, he wants to go in. Xing, what is that confidence? He actually immunes it with the triangle and he's able to get out of there. The Petrify was used, but he survived. Godfather on the other side to take down the Granger with the damages coming in from Bopol and the Blade of Despair combination right now. But look at the damages into the table. Lancelot might be able to get a kill, and he does. K with the triangle combo as well gets the kill on Davy Jones, double kill. And Jokwa also captures a kill into the Johnson. And right now, looking at how the game is going, it looks like Bobo Gang from Mizo HS are actually clapping back.
Yes, and the only thing that's putting them behind right now is the Granger. But once the Granger comes online as well in the late game, once you get those stacks and maybe if his team helps out a little bit to try and deal with this Papa and Koopa, I think this will look really better. And look at that, they're clapping back. The Alpha will fall down as well in the mid lane, trying to defend that one. And with that, the Lancelot is actually doing a very good job because the goal laner was behind. But that is what this game is all about. It's a team game. So if one falls, the other one picks him up. And that's what's happening right now. Look at the Lancelot supporting that Granger.
Yeah. Johnson with the chariot, he's trying to look for another target. I do think Granger should have definitely gone for the Purify because not having it, it's really affecting him a lot more. Yes, Flicker can help him reposition, but there's just so many stuns. But right now, with how the game is going, 96, it looks like BawkBawn Gang can make a little bit of a comeback, just like we've discussed. But let's see what's going to happen. 20 seconds for Lord Fredo. Lancelot has been getting all the retributions done, except for one where he was not present. So that's basically close to 100% retribution rate in this game. I think Alpha should keep that in mind and take him down, or else puncture and retribution combo. Oh, okay, there's a pause happening. Most likely requested by one of the teams, and we'll be seeing it. But anyways, Fredo, how's the game going in for you?
I think it's going pretty solid. It's a very head-to-head game, except right now the only thing that Mizo people need to do is just take down that Popple and Koopa. And on the other side, the Alpha, like you said, he needs to make sure that the Lancelot is not present for those objective fights, because if he's present, like we already saw in both of those situations where he was there, the Alpha lost that retribution battle, even though it could have been a 50-50. It was the Lancelot who won both times, so that makes it 100% right now with the retribution rate. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see if Lancelot alone is enough to carry this game, or will the Popple and Koopa also shine, because he's already shining and he's already putting a lot of pressure on the Granger. The Granger is suffering really, and I don't really know how much his stacks maybe or what his gold is. But one thing I definitely know is the Popple and Koopa has a BOD. He already has a Wind Talker as well. And if he builds that Wind of Nature, then even the Lancelot might get outplayed. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting thing to see if the Popple and Koopa will be able to make it happen or not. Yeah.
Well, okay, we're back into the action. 9-6. Clan Uchihia. Oh, look at the chariot is coming in. Did not hit any targets, but onto the Lord Pit though. Looks like we missed a 5 seconds of action because the Lord action is already there, and Lancelot is actually the one getting it. The Black Dragon is forced to retreat out of there, and with the Lord done already, there's a huge clapback that's coming in from the hands of the Mizo HS. Look at the Matilda, so aggressive. The Granger coming in with that Megatron skin, the tank, dishing out the damage. They do have a chariot, and the other side they have a tank. That's pretty interesting. But overall, they're pressing the turrets as much as possible. The Lord is marching down in the mid phase as well, and looks like the side of BawkBawn Gang will march in, will try to take down the turret. Look at that, Lancelot looking for another angle, but not just able to do it yet. I think they should most likely retreat, or is it the chariot looking for a target to be taken down, to crash into? The horses are hungry to smash into pieces, but oh, look at the Lancelot styling for a little bit, but the chariot finally comes in. The Purify is there. Crimson Beacon dishing out some damage. The CC is just gonna be onto the table. Popple dishing out some damage as retaliation, but both of the sides will have to retreat. Nobody's fallen.
Yep, and now finally we see things might be settling down a little bit after that Lord push just happened. And right now though, one thing still to be mentioned is that Godfather on that Popple and Koopa is still alive. He has not died even once, and that is a major concern for BawkBawn Gang, who are looking to win in this match, and especially the Lancelot. He has to be really careful right now, because I feel like the Popple and Koopa might be having that Wind of Nature build, and if he has that build, then it's going to be a lot more difficult for him to take down the Popple. And right now, the only way it seems like BawkBawn Gang can win is taking down the Popple. So yeah, all roads lead to me moment right now for Godfather.
Absolutely. I mean, Godfather, right? Makes sense. Overall, 9-6 scoreboard, and the side of Kalyani University right now despite that really amazing lead of 7-0 under 6 minutes. Right now, the side of this Mizo HS school, they're clapping back really, really hard, and because of it, right now they're down to their inhibitors, and the next Lord fight most likely gonna take down the mid tier, obviously the inhibitor, and even perhaps the left or right lane. So what they really gotta do right now is prioritize taking down the Lancelot, because he's been the one causing most of the havoc, and Granger is not their priority anymore. So their priority has to be that Lancelot. Once they have him down, they can try to come in. The Zushin as well. Look at that. Just got the Wishing Lantern. So she has also been a threat. The Purify has been coming in clutch. I mean, it's pretty funny. Granger is the one who's getting taken down most because he doesn't have the Purify. So yeah, it is a little bit of a lapse of judgment on his end. But so far, around 5,000 gold lead into the hands of BawkBawn Gang representing Mizo HS, and Lord's coming in 10 seconds. Fredo, so far K has 100% retribution rate. Do you think Alpha can do something about it?
Hmm, I think the only way, this Lancelot might face some problems is if the Yuzhong actually troubles him. But the thing is, this guy has been able to dodge every single thing that the enemy has tried, to try and take him down. So I do not think even the Yuzhong is a problem for him right now. It might be a second Lord for
Well,
BawkBawn
the
gang.
engage is there. K will be getting the Lord, but look at the burst that's coming in. The Jiu Chong. But look at the amount of shields that's in the table from the hands of BawkBawn gang. But Godfather, this is out an unstoppable kill. He's still dishing out the damage. He's trying to take down the Esmeralda, but not enough damage. Just, yeah, the sustain is there. The Lancer looking for an angle to go for. Look at the Shing. But finally, a monster kill, a little bit too confident, and will get taken down. Alpha uses the ultimate to just retreat out of there, but the Granger will capture a kill with that bazooka of his. And obviously, the Sky versus Dex are right now coming in clutch. And with that, the Lord's going to be marching down in the mid lane. They do not have the Lancelot, but it's a 1-for-1 trade. But it's jungler for a roamer, and right now they're pressing down the mid lane. I think it's going to be a doable defense, Fredo.
Yeah, I think the same, man. I think it's going to be a defendable one because enemy have lost a few members. So yeah, without the Lancelot, I don't think they're going to be able to deal a lot of damage. But right now, Esmeralda doing their job, zoning them out, getting that mid lane, might try to take down the side lanes as well. Stacking up those minions first is of course a good job because the enemy does, they do know that their teammates are not alive yet. So yeah, there's a good, defense as well coming in. Oh, Star Moon, falling Star Moon comes in, crashes as well from the Johnston.
Look at that, the chariot did crash into a really great pit, but look at the Crimson Beacon coming in. The Purify was used up, and right now the targets are going to be falling left and right because Johnson will take the 247 Sky Piercer stack damage from this Granger, whose performance was a little bit underperforming, but right now he's come online and he's able to dish out more damage than the Popol, but the Popol is also responding back. The Flask of Oasis comes in clutch, saves it for that slight bit of HP, but the inhibitors are going to be falling left and right, and with this, they're most likely going to go for the Yuzhong as well because look at him, he's going to be pulled back with the Lantern Flare and most likely going to dish out the damage of the Sky Piercer, and he's surviving it godlike. Both of the marksmen going hand in hand, but look at the turret focus that's coming in from the Lancelot. They want to go in, they want to try to end it as fast as possible, but Popol doing absolutely everything to make sure they are retaliated from the turrets. The Johnson finally comes in with the chariot as well, but it's the Esmeralda that he hit, and this was a defense. I would definitely say 90% of it was done by Popol and Koopa alone. A man and his dog, technically a boy.
Yeah, and on top of that, even though he tried his best, his teammates, did not really help him a lot because they did lose all the inhibitors, and it's good thing on the part of BawkBawn gang right now because they have done exactly what they came to do. They have taken down all those 3 inhibitors, cracked the base open. So now they do not have any pressure regarding the minions because the super minions will be pushing in. So, trying to maintain the lanes is not really a job for them anymore. Right now, all they have to try is take down that Popol who is still alive on 703. Godfather does not seem to be giving in to the Lancelot yet. He's not going to go down. Nobody can force him right now. And yep, I don't know how long this will happen, but I think this next Nord might be the end of Clan Uchihia.
And most likely. There's just no competition coming in from the hands of course, the Alpha, as with the rest of the team. Yuzhong wants to go win all alone, be a Rambo, but look at the Johnson also trying to do the same. So both of them will just retreat out of there and most likely wait out for the Lord that's going to be marching down from the mid lane.
What was the name of Sasuke's Itachi, right? Yeah. So yeah, right now BawkBawn gang is actually playing like Itachi. They're about to wipe out the Uchihia clan.
Damn, bro. Okay. Looks like the focus is going to be obviously the Nexus point right now. The Lord comes in. Look at the damage being dished out here and there. Crimson Beacon used up as well. Xingxin from the Lancelot. The knock-up coming in from Yuzhong. A lot of damage left and right. Popol dishing out the damage. Legendary for God of Fire. He's still surviving. Double kill. Might just be a different bit of a pace here. But Jokwa on this Zushin. A double kill secured. Make it a 1-1. Zushin might just go in for a Maniac. Uses up the Purify. And yes, Jokwa will get a Maniac. But the Savage won't be because obviously Granger will be the one stealing it. But hey, that's my wife, not Jokwa. The Zushin getting a Maniac. That is insane. Actually, what happened was they were focused on taking down the Lancelot, Granger, and everyone. The Zushin went under the nose of the rest of the members, and God of Father was also not able to realize that because it's a Zushin full build and Sky Piercer. They should have
Now,
respected and seen
look
that
at
coming.
who is the MVP here. It's the Esmeralda out of everyone who is on 0 kills, completely went unnoticed, and right now she comes out as the MVP and 0 deaths as well. So yeah, that's how you play the EXP. You support your teammates. A good example being set here by PCJ. And of course, we do know Mizo are really infamous in the community, but right now seems like Mizo HS and the team called BawkBawn Gang is here to prove that no, Mizo are here to do it. And look at that.
Mhm.
Lancelot did a pretty good job at trying to lift up his teammates. Even the Granger, even though he was, suffering a lot against the Popol, he did make a comeback. And now it just shows that this was a complete team game from the side of BawkBawn Gang, because we all know what
Mhm.
happened in the match. It was always the Lancelot lifting up his teammates. Granger was falling down. And now, as we see at the end result, it's actually the Esmeralda who did a pretty good job dealing damage as well as taking some.
Highest damage dealt and highest damage taken, and that's one of the actually feats of Esmeralda: the offense and defense. And not to mention, huge effect from Mathilda. The shields really helped the Esmeralda to sustain twice as hard, and being the only frontliner, she was able to soak up a lot of the damage. So I do think it was a great effort from obviously all of the members. When the goal lane was struggling, the jungle stepped out of the game, and once the jungle stepped out of the game, and when the jungle was getting focused on, Esmeralda made sure to buy out, stall the game as much as possible, and then at the end, Zushin did the job for herself, shut down God of Father, who was on the Popol, who was actually 0 deaths until 9 kills. That is actually huge shout out to the hands of course, Kalyani University clan Uchihia. The Popol was almost doing a solo carry job. That is a really good marksman Popol user, but unfortunately, your teams also need to step up. Rest of the members were trying to do. I do think, what do you say? Johnson as well as Yu Zhong are putting in the effort. The results were not that much. Kadita's effect was in the early game. After the early stage, mid stage, her effect was lowering down for a simple reason: she cannot burst anyone. For Matilda is providing the shield. When she does burst, Flask of Voices gets triggered in, or it's the Rose Gold. Because of that, anti-burst. So Kadita's effectiveness was basically close to none. Right. So because of it, that's how the game progressed. So in the late phase, though, huge shout out to Popol and Koopa user. You did a really good job. But hey, congrats to, of course, Mizo Higher Secondary School, and they're going to be moving forward to the rounds. But also one more thing, the MVP was done by Esmeralda, right? The PCJ name is actually a bike in GTA. Grand Theft Auto, pretty fun. But yeah, jokes aside, ladies and gentlemen, this is the third game, and we're going to be going into the fourth match with a brand new set of classes and brand new set of teams, brand new set of universities. So many new things, right? So make sure to witness the new things. You stay tuned on Battle Knights India, of course, the channel, and stay tuned on NCC National College Cup. The new set of classes, Itami and Pichi, will be joining you soon. Meanwhile, myself, Ray, and Fredo will be signing off. Okay, you want to say something? Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say something. Hey, I just want to say, because we have covered everything that we have spoken just now. We have said everything about the game. We missed out on just one thing. Hey, Alpha, improve your distribution. Yeah, that's it.
Damn, bro. I mean, Lancelot was just better, but yeah, jokes aside, we'll be taking a short break and we'll be right back. And yeah, Alpha, do improve your rhetoric.
Yes. Okay, that's it.
What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to NCC. Of course, it's the National College Cup brought to you by Battle.Knights India, and of course, the production partner is Indian Gaming Corps and powered by Vista itself. Anyways, we're going to be diving straight back into the continuous of the matches. Of course, we have 6 best of 1 series. We just had finished 3 of the games, and right now we're gonna go for the 4th one. And right now we're gonna have a little bit of a caster change. I'm gonna be remaining the same. Fredo will be dipping. Meanwhile, the one joining me is of course gonna be my bearded bro Itami over here, with looking pretty sharp, bro. Anyways, welcome Itami to of course the NCC, and it's finally we're getting a slot together, buddy. But anyways, it's gonna be Blust. It should be Bloodless, and whatever it is, BLC, right? And 9 missed. One university is Dimapur Unity College. Okay, it is Bloodlust. Lust. They have chosen a very interesting name. They're from Dimapur Unity College, and the other side is S9 Mist, which is from Graphic Era. That is pretty interesting. Graphic Era. I've never heard of a place like that. It looks like it might be a private institution. But anyways, hey, Itami, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. Like, feels good to be back onto the casting decks together. And after a long break, we are here, and we are here for the BO1. Between this team, yeah, as you said, the name itself is kind of tongue slippery, let's say. And
Blust,
Blustless
blust.
crew, Blustless, they apparently have the first pick advantage. The first ban priority is coming up the clock. I'm kind of not sure about the thing, but the revamp has recently came up, so he should have been just perma banned for at least 15 days. So no ping teams are supposed to be picking it up. So if that is the
They're
case,
college
then
students. They're busy with
yeah.
study stuff. They forgot. I'll take
Hmm.
that explanation.
That actually can be the case. Anyways, okay, a fanny ban as well as an artlet. So artlet is quite expected because we are seeing the EXP dominance onto the meta right now. So it is expected, let's say. And the fanny, it is kind of questionable. But maybe from the side of Team 9 Mist, they have a good fanny user, and Blust, they
Okay.
had done their homework. So that might be one of the
Mhm.
reasons why fanny has been banned out. But as I said, the EXP meta, the EXP as the first pick will also be the priority. The Yuzhong already coming up.
Yeah, funny thing, last match, it first pick was also Yuzhong, and they lost, so it could be a bad omen, maybe. Funny thing though, the other side had Zushin, and she got a Maniac. Of course, I was so happy. I get happy when Zushin gets Maniacs and Savages. Why did Green just steal it, bro? Come on. But anyways, focusing into the game, Yuzhong first pick again. I don't really understand why. I mean, did he get any buffs or stuff recently? Funny enough, last game we also had Lancelot. Like one side picked up Yuzhong first pick, the other side picked up Lancelot, and the Lancelot was actually doing a very heavy amount of lifting. So maybe some things can be recreated, or maybe the fate can be changed, and we might see the Yuzhong actually dominate this time around. But let's say Unity College. I'm just gonna call them Unity College, Dimapur Unity College. It's much easier than whatever the name they've chosen. Why such a tongue twisting name? But anyways, on the other side, the Nine Mist has the advantage of the Farsa, and yeah, Yuzhong can counter her, but hey, Yuzhong dragon cooldown, and he needs to find a space. So I think the side of Dimapur Unity College, they have to really, really watch out. Anyways, let's see what the next two picks are gonna be. Is it gonna be a marksman, or is it gonna be perhaps a jungler as well? What do you think, Itami?
Jungler, Oasis is still open, so it can be a priority pick. Lancelot, he has received some buffs, and on to the next upcoming patch, he will be receiving the nerfs as well. That is kind of expected. But the Farsa as well as the Lance, by far, I would say both of the teams, they are relying on to more of the meta, I would say. Because Yuzhong, he, like you were like asking whether he has got some adjustments, but he has, and he has been quite dominant onto this patch as well. So onto the 1v1 kind of a scenario, he does good. And once the turtle fight comes up, if he has already reached that level 4 mark, he can just contribute onto those team fights and just go in. But the 1-1 as well as the Lunox pick coming up, Lunox might just be, a comfort kind of a pick, because Nine Mist, they didn't went out for a utility kind of a jungler. They have the assassin. So if Lancelot tries to dash in, he can, like the Lunox can use a brilliance and try to escape with the skill sets of the Lancelot has. She does has the escape kind of skills, but if Team 9 Mist, they don't rely onto those squishy kind of picks, like they don't go onto the tankies, then it might actually not be so beneficial, but you never know.
Absolutely, and also considering the fact, I just want to point out, 1-1 is huge. Her icon is massive.
Oh,
But yeah, Lunox is so small though. So is Yuzhong. But anyways, Nine Mist having the Phobius already sets one good thing is, of course, they're gonna be getting the passive of course, the man. I miss when it was called the I forgot even the name. Anyways, basically, it's Mystic Rush, was it? I forgot the name. What was the ultimate name again? Itami for
crossbow
Phobius.
time. Oh, Phobius. It
Yeah.
was Infernal Pursuit, right?
Yeah, Infernal Pursuit. Actually, I'm trying to recall the older version, before he got revamped.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Yep.
the Yushin gonna get banned out along with the Rafaela. I do understand the Bakshia ban though, but I feel like letting him open is not a bad decision either, because the other side does not have that much crowd control, especially considering Lunox is purely burst. So with this 3 damage dealers into the hands of course, Dimapur Unity College, we can clearly see one thing is that they have to play a very aggressive way, because 1-1 would require an aggressive playstyle to be activating that crossbow tank. Lunox, of course, is a full-on burst mage that you have to play aggressive, but of course, early game she does not have enough damage, so a lot of backseat gameplay would be required. Yuzhong, it's a 50-50. He can win the lane against Phoveus for a little while until he gets to level 4, and then Phoveus is basically a little bit closer. But I would definitely say Yuzhong stands a good chance winning the lane. But team fight is what matters, and there we go. The Gatot is going to be coming in from the hands of 9mist, and with him under the table, I'm actually curious if the side of Dimapur Unity College have a good response, because they still have to yet to pick their... Okay, they immediately do.
Oh,
A Ling and a
Ling.
Carmilla. What do you think, Itami? Of course, break it down. You're the analyst after all.
Carmilla, yeah, she did receive some buffs onto a recent patch that came up, but onto this lineup, it is kind of questionable to be honest, because
Yep,
she
sure.
doesn't have that kind of a crowd control partner with them. Like a teammate is not there in terms of the crowd control, and they are kind of lacking onto that as well. The Lunox is completely a burst kind of a mage. She doesn't provide the crowd control, and if the Curse of Blood actually lands up, then it actually can be beneficial because 9mist, the mobility, it is the Lancelot and the Moskov, but the Phoveus as well as the Gatutkacha, they don't have that kind of a mobility. So they will be relying on to that team fights as well as the AOG plays will be coming up quite handy. But if you ask me regarding the draft, I think 9mist, they have slight of an advantage because they have the beefiness for their side as well. And for the late game reliance, itemization reliance, they have the Moskov for their side. So one and Moskov, they will be taking enough time onto the gold lane in order to farm up as well as get their Trinity as soon as possible in order to be more contributing for your team.
Yeah, mine most likely, I think it's the driving factor for this game is obviously the junglers, because both of them are dashing. But the thing that's going to separate is obviously, I feel like, the invasions, because Ling without a purple buff is a half a Ling, right? So I think 9mist's main priority should be trying to invade, especially considering Lunox does not have early game damage. The only early source of damage that they do have is Yuzhong. So if they can keep Yuzhong in check with either the Phoveus or Gatotkacha, they can easily go in for invasions and make sure that Link gets disabled enough that Jungler's presence, it's not going to be that much. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to NCC Land of Dawn. Right now, we're going to be jumping into the fourth game of this evening. It's going to be Bloodlust Crew representing Dimapur Unity College and 9mist representing Graphic Era, a very unique institution name. But anyways, we dive into the arena to witness this best of one series, fourth game of the evening, day 2 of round 1. Joining me is, of course, Itami, and I'm myself, Ray. So Itami, with the draft already set in, we've discussed rotations are kicking in. Do you have any guesses for the first blood?
Right now, like looking at the pace, I would say Bloodlust Crew, they will be having a bit of an early game advantage because they have the link for this side. But you never know when it comes to the team fights. Oh, Carmilla almost, getting half onto the HP, and they are still not level 4 yet. But a Dawn coming out from the Gatotkacha quite earlier on. Phoveus is there for the rotation. Okay, the Flicker was forced out from the Lunox. She just goes back, Yuzhong just goes back as well. They are quite low on HP, but they wouldn't be taken down. So, 9mist, they are playing out a lot aggressively.
Makes sense overall, considering the fact that 9mist has to play aggressive because their composition relies on having the balance of the mid. They do have the late game insurance of the Moskov, but there's also the 1-1 in Link. So actually, there's 2 targets that the Moskov will have to handle in the price of 1 on the other hand of course, Dimapur Unity College. So I definitely think they should be a little bit wary, but next hurdle comes in pretty soon.
Yeah, definitely. And the level 4 marks, most probably from the right side, we are, it is kind of confusing because of the screen, let's say, but it's fine. The turtle has spawned, and there is the team fight coming up. Phantom Execution was onto the Liuzhong, but still it won't be connecting yet. They are both of the EXP laners are yet to reach the level 4 mark. The turtle has already been spawned, and looks like there is a potential team fight coming up.
Yeah, the Reaper most likely gonna go for the turtle. He is looking for Phantom Execution. Of course, a triangle combo with the Retribution, and he's gonna be able to get it because the Ling does not respond to it at any point. But look at the Sing coming in, the triangle as well. Look at the burst that's coming in front of S-Strike. Mandar will get the first blood on his table. Lunox uses the Chaos Assault to just retreat as a dash. And right now, Yuzhong tries to go in, but I do think he should retreat. But there's the 45 combo. He's really trying to take someone down, but there's 4 members that's on top of him, and he's most likely gonna get taken down. And a B will capture the kill. 0 for 2, and also a turtle, the side of 9mist, which is Graphic Era, doing a really, really good job.
Not a great call actually from the Yuzhong, because you didn't have the follow-up. The Petrify was there, but still, going on a 1v4 kind of a situation, like right in the start of the game is not actually a good idea. You don't have your defense items yet, so play a little more passively maybe. So that would have been a better case, but looks like Carmela, she is finally level 4, so the Curse of Blade plays will be coming up anytime soon. But for now, Blust crew are yet to find a blood onto their names, and by far 9 missed the aggressiveness as well as the discipline, let's say, it is kind of paying off, and there might be a potential gank coming up onto the bot side, but still the rotations as well as the farm objective is getting more secure from the side of Team 9 West.
Yeah, and right now they are trying to focus into the top lane. It's pretty evident because the Farsa has been really wrecking havoc for us, because look at that. The damage is coming in, but there's the Curse of Blood, but a little bit of a dodge coming in there. The Kato does use up the KOG inside the thread, but ultimately he's actually able to take down the 1-1, but at the price of Insomnia catching a kill, looking for the double one, because the Moscow barely scraping it off with 1 HP double kill for this Lunox, who came in at clutch, and right now is basically catching up the score 2-4-3. Really great job from the Mapu United College players.
Good response actually. The Lunox getting the double. She actually can go out with a Sky Piercer as well, but this time I guess she is getting the glowing one first, because they will be requiring the burn damage. Phobius as well as the Cutout is there for the side. The lifesteals are definitely there, so Lunox should be coming out with the burst. Oh, nice Petrify combo from Yuzhong.
Makes sense overall with how this game is going. It looks like it's going to be a little bit more even 50-50, no longer one-sided, but oh, look at that. The Yuzhong was trying to go in, but the stun was on so point. Was that a Moscow Spear of Misery? Because, oh, that was so on point. There's a 1-1, it's not some damage, but it's not good enough. Lancelot on the other hand with the Retribution, all right on time. He takes it under the nose of course, the Ling right now coming in with the combo, but Ling, that's not a good option. That's Phobius, that's your activating the Infernal Pursuit with your ultimate dashes, but Phobius will also get a taste of his own medicine as the Lunox will burst him down. 4-6 score aside, both of them going for like a tug of war, neck to neck. One thing I can definitely tell you, Dami, the Lunox is doing a very good amount of heavy lifting. 1-1 has to retreat out of there. Oh, Lunox uses up the light side and she retreats as well. Lunox doing a good job.
I agree, and we were kind. Yuzhong, you are quite low. He doesn't have the Phantom Execution, but yet, but the Retribution has been used out. It is the Ice Retribution instead. There is the Phantom Execution this time, and he is able to get a solo kill onto that Yuzhong. Actually, a good trade, but as you said, Lunox doing the heavy lifting, because looks like she is more onto her comfort, and it is quite working out. But the problem is Bloodlust Leo, they are yet to catch up in terms of the goal lead as well as the tower objective already being secured. There is the Feather Strike.
Feather coming in, look at the damage. Kai Rosen will get taken down on the Carmilla right now. The Farsa is, honestly, I definitely think this game is a more mid lane focus than it is, because both of the mid laners are going really, really ham right now, Itami.
Definitely, and the Lunox, like you said, she can use out the flicker combos, but the problem is if a follow-up doesn't come up for her, she will just be melted down at this point. So she needs to be a bit aware in terms of her positioning, but looks like Lancelot, he might actually try out for the Xing Xing once again onto the Yuzhong. He doesn't have any defense item or whatsoever. The items are still not there. So he is more onto the squishy part, and looks like there might be some engage coming up. The stun has been on Crossbow Tank.
Crossbow Tank comes in, and just like you mentioned, Itami, the kill actually goes into the hands of the Roamer. Not much of a value, but still decent enough. They do take down the Phobius, so not having the Phobius should mean that they can go for the turtle. But look at that! Immediately Mandar makes a trade for his team, shuts down the Lunox, a lot of bounty goal, but look at the Lancelot, but no, Badal is the one getting the Retribution this time around into his hands. The triangle did not work around this time, but look at the damage that's coming in from the hands of side of Bloodlust Creel, and they're gonna be retreating back. 5-9 score. 9 still has the upper lead with the scoreboard, but I would definitely say that the Retribution was really well done from the Ling. He did not even use the Tempest of Blade when he clicked the Retribution, so that's a good job. But these two mid laners, they're going neck to neck, and look at the items, Itami.
Yeah, Moscow still has a little bit of an advantage in terms of the goal lead actually, because both of the marksmen, they already got 2 of the 3 Trinity build, let's say. So farming up is definitely happening, and they are yet to find out some proper blows for either of the side, the 1-1 as well as the Moscow. Yeah, the Moscow, I think he already acquired 1 kill onto his name, but there is the engage onto the bot side. Yuzhong forced to use the Black Dragon form in order to escape instead of initiating. That was a good treat, but the Yuzhong, he will be going back. That means that the bot tower, it's definitely going down, but okay, he might try to engage, but Gatot is quite tanky.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now with with the goal lead that is basically around 3,000, I do think. Oh, look at that! Into the top lane, though, Moskov is most likely gonna get taken down, and he does Ravin that Moskov. Sorry, the 1-1. They're gonna be capturing the top lane turret, tier 1. Lancelot is doing the same thing. The tier 1 on the bottom lane is taken, and right now he's most likely gonna be taking the tier 2 as well, right under the noses of Blust Crew from Dimapur Unity College. And that only leaves the inhibitor. Good macro awareness and control, but look at that burst that's coming in from this Farsa, but she immediately has to recall back.
Oh my god!
Coming in on the other side, the Phobius will take down the Yuzhong, and with the inclusion, looking at the damage, and finally Kairozen will get a kill, but killing spree for the Reaper, who's coming here for Reap. But look at the Gatot Kacha coming in with the AOG, a lot of damage out light side for the Lunox, barely scraping it off. The Lancelot will be able to finally retreat out of there. The Gatot did come in clutch, helping him save. There's a Revitalize into the table as well, crossbow of tank, but look at the damage is coming in. Lunox is trying to dish out, but she might just get bursted out of it. No, 1 HP clutch, but it's not gonna be enough. The flame shot comes in clutch, and Mandar will get the divine glaive. Oh my god, this Farsa is full burst. Oh my god, this is the first time I've actually seen one. Usually they go for, lightning or maybe a genius one. This is a full-on holy crystal. Damn.
Not just the holy crystal, the flame shot also actually came up on clutch. We usually see the Farsa onto a purifier or maybe mostly onto the flicker. So I was not actually expecting it, but okay, it is what it is, and looks like the Lord has spawned, and Team 9 Mist will be trying to contest it first. They still don't have the jungler to be contesting out of the position, but still it is a Ling, so he can be coming up with a clutch plays. Black Dragon form being used out by the Yuzhong. They are still trying to engage, but looks like they will be trying to go back, and there is the engage.
Engage coming in, the Lord pretty low though, but Zal will be getting it to retribution. There's the AOG coming in as well. A lot of ultimates being left out into the map, left and right, but both of the teams is going in full chaotic. But look at the immunity coming in from Lancelot, survives damage from the 1-1, but still the Phobius was going in ham, but 1 HP trades off have to be made. 3 people down from the hands of Blustless Crew, Dimapur Unity College, and the side of 9 Mist is actually still staying in strong despite being in low HP. That team fight was actually beautiful because so many resources being used up, but Lord actually goes into the hands of both Dimapur Unity College and Phobius. What is that kind of positioning? He has to watch out, but that was a good engage. Really beautiful.
Definitely, and because of the engage, they did got the Lord, so they will be buying out some time for the side of Team Bloodlust Crew. It is Blustless Crew, and still it is not yet over for their side. And looks like the tower objectives, it's more for the side of Team 9 Mist. They do have it, and that actually means they will be having a better map control. Oh, Farsa
has to retreat out of the positioning, but look at that, the damage is there. But already we can see some of the the stun from the Gatot Kacha will be able to take down the Reaper. Right now going in for the Carmilla. Right now, the Vengeance has been popped up, but I think he will ultimately fall down. The Moscow with the SOD on the other side of the map, though the 1-1 is trying to go in, but the stun! Last moment, the strength of the 1-1 dashing around, positioning herself was her weakness because she positioned herself close to the wall, gets the Spear of Misery right to death.
Spear of Misery, indeed. And looks like it was a 3-for-0 treat. So 9 Mist once again, they do have the objective leads. Looks like they will be trying to dive onto the Lunos. She doesn't have a Brilliance form. Sure, the dive should be happening, but Ling, he just goes back. Oh no, the stun.
And looks like Ling most likely going to be able to retreat. AOG did pop in right time, but the dash was able to save him. Look at the Feather S-Ray coming in. The damage is there, but look at the Carmilla with the Curse of Blood as well. The Lunox goes in. Shing, and godlike Kairos and will get taken down from this Lancelot. A lot of damage being dished out. The Spirit of Misery, but look at the Moskov dishing out the damage as well. Wind of Nature being used up. The Phobius will also get taken down. DMC Amitoj. And with that, the score is 9-20. The side of Graphic Era, 9 Mist is just going in really, really strong. And all the tier 2s have been taken down. Only the inhibitors left standing, Itami.
Yep, and looks like they should be waiting it out for the next Lord because most of the objectives it has been secured. So the macro control that has been coming up from the side of Team 9 Miss, it's definitely being more advantageous for their side. And looks like the Lancelot is yet to be taken down. He is already 7 kills ahead, and the Ling, he in terms of the itemizations, I guess it is okay, but in terms of the kill trees, he doesn't have that kind of an objective. And Yuzhong, he's not having a good time at all. So the early game pokes that came up from the side of Team 9 Mist, it's actually coming up quite favorable. Looks like they will be able to contest a lot unless Carmilla actually comes up with a really good Curse of Blood play and there is a proper follow-up.
Yeah, and with another Lord into the play, so far the side of Blustless crew from the Developer Unity College has been doing a good job by getting the Lords for himself, but can they do it? Badal, can he make another play? The SOD Kadu comes in, reveals the location. Moscow most likely trying to position himself, but he will ultimately decide to go in for a split push. This is actually a red signal. They might just have to retreat. Lunox has to go back with the light side. The far side looking for a position to dish out the ultimate. The other hand, the Moscow going into the bottom lane, going in front for a backdoor. Badal has sensed it. He's deciding he needs to go back. Recalls has been forced out, and 1-1 will come into the position. Moscow, is it his chance to go for an engage? No, he knows it's the best to go safe. But when there is a recall, you are playing in the defensive side. Lancelot comes in with the Xing Xing legendary for this jungler, and with this 9 Mist are right now in a very comfortable spot to go in for the Lord. But look at that 1-1. What is the damage coming in? She does use the crossbow of Dang on just one target. Doesn't really get into anyone. Moscow SOD, what is that? He does actually commit to it, but they will definitely just go for the Lord. Ling on the other side of the map though is trying to buy out some time, trying to just clear some waves, trying to go for possible backdoor, but he has to also retreat. The Lord is gonna be an untradeable one as Ling goes into the far right side of the map and just decides to recall.
Once again an uncontested Lord. So this defense is, it will be tougher than usual because they were engaging onto the Lord fight. It was like a bait, and the Moskov, he was just doing the split push onto the bot side. He just got the tower as well. So if the lane syncing is up to the point, then maybe 9 Mist, they might be able to end it out just now. And looks like I guess the goal lead is also favorable for their side. So far it is so good, but they need to play a little bit separated in my opinion, because if the Carmilla actually lands up the Curse of Blood, you never know. If the Carmilla is a setup kind of a hero, so if she actually comes up with a really good setup for her team and the 1-1 is onto a position for the crossbow of Tank, the damage can actually still be enough. So playing out a little bit on a spreading kind of position would be better, but there is a team fight coming up really soon, Ray.
Absolutely. And with how things are going into the table right now, 10-22, and the Lord marching down from the bottom lane, which does not have an inhibitor, huge getting melted down in his dragon form. It's not looking good for the hands of Blustless crew. Look at the AOG that's coming, and the knockup is there right there. Feather airstrike, so much damage. Winter Crown will be popped in, but the Curse of Blood, despite landing, it's just not going to be enough, because look at that. The base will ultimately fall. The 1-1 will remain mid-air as the game will end. The side of Graphic Era will be getting the win. 9 Mist will be for obviously moving into the next round, ladies and gentlemen.
Definitely a good, let's say a really good team composition, as well as the synergy coming up from the side of team 9 Mist was definitely better, and looks like they are quite synergized out quite well, because they look from the same squads and they do have that kind of a team fight potential, as well as the synergy was there. But kudos to the Lunox, man. She was actually trying it out onto the early game phases, but as much as the game progressed, the Yuzhong was definitely getting a lot zoned out, and he was not having a good time right from the start. So it was not it was not actually what he was expecting. And this time 9 Mist will be taking the W, and they will be progressing further onto the rounds. Meanwhile, the Bluster's crew, they will be waving the goodbyes, but I hope they do come back stronger from this. I would say, in terms of the objectives only, team 9 Mist had the better advantage, and right from the start of the game we were already seeing the goal lead coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now we're back again into the casting desk. And this was obviously an exciting match. But after all, this is a best of one series, ladies and gentlemen. It's round one, day two. And all of these matches are going to be knockout rounds until we obviously get into playoffs. Then we'll reach best of three series. So until then, we'll have to say goodbye to the side of Blust crew, but Nine Mist will be following through. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking a short break and we'll be right back with the fifth match of the evening and then the sixth one, which is going to be the last. Of course, stay tuned. Make sure to share the stream and do keep watching NCC National College Cup. Me and Itami will be right back.
What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Sorry, welcome back to the NCC National College Cup, and obviously it's brought to you by Battlelites India. Production partner is of course Indian Gaming Corps (IGC), and it's obviously powered by Vista. And we're going to be diving into the fifth match of the evening. It's going to be between team Bahut Bura Hua from Assam Downtown University and N70 Rise, is it? From Little Panda School. Okay, N70 Rise. Okay, Assam Downtown University. I do feel great that you guys are coming in, but why Bahut Bura Hua? That is a crazy name, I would definitely say. It literally, like, for anybody who doesn't understand Hindi, it basically means, damn, that's too bad. It's a crazy name, but yeah. N70 Rise, Little Panda School. I've heard of it, and obviously I love pandas. But anyways, intercasting desk myself, Ray. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and joining me is of course Itami back again on the casting desk. So Itami, are you familiar with these institutions? Yeah.
Yeah, I have actually heard the name of Team Bahut Bura Hua in some tournaments, but N70 Rise is kind of new for me as well. So I think I have seen them in some leaderboard, or maybe some. Yeah, I have seen them on tournaments. So Bahut Bura Hua, they are, like you have already said, they are representing team, not the team. I'm sorry, the college.
Mm-hmm.
That is team. Once again, I'm going with the team. Pardon me, but it is the college Assam Downtown University, and N70 Rise. They are representing Little Panda School. Okay.
Little Panda
It
is
is-
actually in like a lot of states. There's Maharashtra, there's Bengaluru, there's also, I mean, yeah, Karnataka, Bengaluru are kind of the same. So yeah, there's like two places. So maybe it's either of them. But yeah, you've actually heard of Bahut Bura Hua, damn. That's not too bad, like the name implies. But hey, let's go. We're seeing a 1-1 and a Farsa ban. Last game, the Farsa was a massive threat, and so it's granted. We're actually seeing a lot of great farces in this tournament so far. And the Lunox was, I feel sad that obviously got eliminated. But hey, that's the thing. The Lunox was actually really good.
Yeah, and they went out for the one, the 1-1 as well as the Farsa. These are the two heroes that were picked out onto the previous game. So it is kind of understandable because these two have been the priority picks for most of the teams, and it is understandable because they have got some significant buffs, let's say. So it is safe to say that they have made their places onto the meta. The glue is also acceptable, but going out for the first play glue, you are leaving out a lot of counters for your side. Even onto the EXP, they can be going out with a C and an Xborg, or it would have been onto the mages, the Vexana as well as the Brahiminz would have been an option. So they are not dealing it out with the glue. Irithel is banned out, which is understandable. One thing with the Irithel is, as soon as I see an Irithel ban, I do expect a Granger from either of the sides of the team because she is a natural counter for the Granger, and Granger, he is a really good marksman still, even after the nerfs. So one of the things that bans out the Irithel is she is a natural counter for many of the heroes. So just banning her out can leave you with a lot of options onto the gold lane. But the Phoveus as well as the Ling is also getting banned out apparently. So Phoveus, EXP lane, these guy like triggers out his Infernal Pursuit if there is mobility kind of heroes, which is understandable. So is the Ling. Ling, I think he is not that ban worthy, to be honest, onto the first ban phase as much as the YSS as well as Lancelot is. But still, they maybe would have done some homework. And speaking of the YSS is prioritized from the side of Team Bohut, Bura, Huva. We don't see YSS getting picked off often because he's mostly onto the ban section. But there you go.
Yeah, on the first day of NCC, we actually saw. I think the first match we saw the Yushinshin getting picked up, and he did a really from the level one, from like basically 1 minute. First minute he was actually getting double kill, triple kill. It is an insane feat, honestly. So that's a massive. I mean, it's just showing the impact that the Yushinshin has into the meta. But it looks like we're having the really fast paced picks because look at that. There's a Selena coming in. I really love her design. Time if you understand what I mean. And there's also a Terizla coming in, which is. I think the
Phoveus
Phoveus
and
is
the Terizla,
glitched.
yeah, the Phoveus is a glitch.
Phoveus is banned out. It's most likely a glitch. It will be fixed. Don't worry. Or I'm not sure. Either the ban is wrong or the pick is wrong. One of them is wrong. But Terizla seems to be the one in case. But hey, the thing with Terizla is going to be that it's immediately going to get countered out by the CC in the lane. It's going to get abused because Terizla is slow. He's high HP base. And CC, she's fast. What past? She's fast and she deals HP based damage. It's a natural counter, just like you've talked about, right? Irithel to Granger, and there's the CC to the Terizla. Banning out the Irithel, not picking up the Granger. I feel like N70 Rise, they're kind of in a pickle right now because the side of the Assam Dancing University, they can literally say, Bahut bura hua, you didn't pick up the Granger. Because that's what's happening. They could have picked up the Granger, in my opinion. But at the same time, it could be a bait pick because we did see last game around, the Moscow was able to win out against, what do you say, Granger. So it's very
1-1.
likely, it was actually before that, before you were there. So yeah. So it is most likely that maybe it's a strat, but I'm going to be honest with you. At least textbook-wise, draft-wise, Bahut Bura Hua is actually doing a good draft so far. But let's see the next bans. There we go, the Lancelot.
The Lancelot ban acceptable, like I said. And first picking out the Terizla might actually was not a good idea for the side. They got the Serena, I do agree. The early game control as the mage, you did got it. You have the stunts for your side, but the problem is Terizla, as you said, CC is a natural counter for many heroes onto the EXP lane. And onto the MSC as well as onto the recent tournaments we are seeing, he, like CC, is one of the EXP lane heroes that gets prioritized as the first pick. So leaving out the CC as well as picking out a Terizla might actually be a good idea, and you might have banned out the Irithel in order to pick out the Granger, but the opposite kind of thing happened, and instead it is Team Bahut Bura Hua who got the Granger onto their hands. So in terms of the draft, maybe if they have a proper strategy for the side of Team N70, then maybe the scenarios might be quite different. But as you said, I do think Bahut Bura Hua has a little bit of an advantage onto the draft already because of the counter picks they are doing up. And okay, Alucard has been coming up quite often onto the rank scenes as well as rarely onto the tournaments. this is one of the rare sides we see, and Alucard gets up.
The first match we had in NCC was actually an Alucard versus Ginshin. It's pretty funny. I mean, and without a doubt, the Alucard lost, sadly. But yeah, anyways. Look, focusing into the game. Oh, mandatory.
Oh, there you go.
Mandatory. She's so beautiful. God damn. But yeah, there we go. She's here also, guys. Shout out to the guy who gave it to me. But yeah, N70 Rise with the last pick. They have actually been in a really rough position with the draft itself because most of their heroes are getting countered out really, really heavily. And right now with the inclusion of Zushin, damn, she's beautiful. Terizla is going to be actually suffering even more. He's slow, he can't dash away, he only has the ultimate and she can just Crimson Beacon out of it. So Terizla is just going to suffer the most. And with your XP laner, your initiator, your frontliner, those three crucial roles, a guy that's doing it, he's going to be suffering. And when he's suffering, your goal lane is going to be facing the trouble. Selena can still do the stuns, but without having a possible window, it's not really up for the grabs. They do get the Tigreal though, but I do think Purify is going to be onto the table. So Tigreal's implosion will have to be extremely well timed. Not to mention the Yushin is immune. He can easily immune it just in case obviously the Tigreal comes in with the implosion flicker combination as well. So I do think N70 Rise are kind of suffering in the draft department, but hey, I won't ever doubt any team. I do want to see if Little Panda School team over here, they can do something about and they can do a really good execution. I mean, it's a pretty fun thing. We have one side a school and we have universities. Damn, it's elders bullying seniors bullying the juniors. They let's hold this time. Jokes aside, looking forward to what's going to happen in the game. Hey, Tommy, what do you think of the draft so far?
Yeah, as you said, Bohut Bura Hua, they don't have a Bura Hua kind of a draft. They did check out the counters and they did the counter kind of a draft for their side. And as you said, I favor for the side of Team Bohut Bura Hua in terms of the draft as well. But it's all on to the execution. And N70 Rise, they went out to the Tigreal as well as Terizla. What are you doing? But anyways, Terizla as well as Terizla as well as the Tigreal, both of them, they have a singular kind of a setup. Let's see how well it goes out. But okay, this is going to be the 5th game for the night, and it will be Team Bohut Bura Hua taking on Team N70 Rise. So here we are onto the land of Dawn.
Yes, just like Emi mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the, of course, NCC, and we're going to be witnessing this game together. And N70 Rise is of course from Little Panda School and Bohut Bura Hua is from Assam Downtown University. Let's see how these two institutions clash against each other. The early game is looking pretty good for the hands of Bohut Bura Hua, especially considering the fact Zushin does win out the lane. But overall, a little bit of poke here and there. Of course, there's going to be a little bit of a damage and HP trade-off happening all over the map. But let's see. Hey, 1 second. Why is there a Terizla into the... okay.
Interesting. There is the goal lane?
Well, I think there's some kind of mistake, or maybe Terizla just said, "Hey, I'm not playing against the CC, bro." But anyways, the sun does connect. The Selena does want to go in. What was that? The tornado actually pushed it that was too funny. But yeah, sorry. That was hilarious. But anyways, mid lane looks like Tigreal is gonna be in trouble. Oh, it's gonna be Udo. Oh, the Revitalizer does pops in, but the first blood is gonna be going into my wife Zushin, which is used by Collapse. Tyrant comes in down to Selena 2-0 immediately. Oh, also lane hold on the top lane. A lot of pressure on both lanes.
Yep, exactly. And the turtle, oh, Justin, she is quite low, and Collapse will be collapsing onto the process, and looks like the turtle will be contested from the YSS first, because Alucard is kind of low onto the HP, but still Tigreal is trying to provide out the vision, but he doesn't have the level 4 yet, so the implosion pace is not CC trying to bait it out onto there somehow. Selena might be coming up with the stun, but oh, the sustainability as well as the vengeance has been popped out.
And there we go, the engage is there. The CC will barely scraping it off with the 1-hit flicker play from Anar, who will be getting the kill. But Irene will make sure to capture the kill. Look at that. The Yushin is trying to chase. The Crimson Beacon comes in. Most likely Trickle gonna get taken down, knocked up, and yep. another kill for Collapsy. He's actually trying to go in for Alucard. I would not suggest that. But oh, look at that. Granger wants the 1 versus 1 on Alucard, and he actually does win it out, despite being quite risky. Selena comes in with the abyssal arrows and the traps, but it's not going to be enough as the turtle goes in the hands of Bohut. Bura 5-4-2 board. The side of Assam Downtown University doing an immaculate job. Really good control. Selena is still level 3. Even though it does not matter for her to level 4, it does affect the gameplay, because look at that, having so much less HP than the Zushin right now, who's basically level 5, is it? Yeah, level 5, about to be 6. Alucard did not get it, the purple buff either. Level 7 for the Yushin. A lot of difference being made. The Zushin's trying to go in for the Moskov into the bottom lane. AOG pops in as well. Moskov doesn't have the dash. Is killing spree for Tyreen over here. Tigreal, oh, into the mid phase though. CC and Alucard going for on the other side. Double kill for, oh, not Tyreen actually. I just realized it's not an R, it's a I. It's
TN.
TN. It's TN. But Alucard, what's happening into the mid phase? He has to retreat as well. Zushin most likely wanna go for him and does knock him out, and gonna be capturing the kill with a killing spree. Crimson Beacon comes in clutch. Zesty Lemon will be capturing a kill into the bottom lane with Selena as well, surviving at 1 HP. Terzar does come with the penalty zone. The implosion does land on one person, but it's not gonna be enough, is it? Pushed inside the turret, but the Gatot comes in with the taunting, and Moki ML will get taken down. Lot of bloodshed each and every lane. 11-4-2. It looks like they're not going to be stopping, because look at that, they're also invading the orange buff as possible. Also going to be able to take down over here. Each time I take it over from here.
Oh, there is the SOD completely missing it out, and Alucard is getting no chance on cross, but there is the invade, as well as the Mount Shaka comes up onto 3 people. There is the stun, as well as the using the unstoppable. It will be a double kill, maybe even a triple, make it a almost a maniac, but Selena is able to escape. But okay, onto the bot side, 1v1 kind of a scenario, and Ranger wins it out onto that fight, most probably because of the goal difference that is already quite dominant from the side of Team Bohut Bura Huva. They almost have an 7 to 8k goal lead, and looks like they secure another tower. Alucard is getting nowhere here in terms of getting the buffs, as well as, oh, there is the but they do go back. Crimson Beacon just comes up, and Zesty Lemon is able to get another kill. You know, Bohut Bura Huva with quite a dominating performance by far.
I mean, 16-3 score in just under 5 minutes is actually pretty absurdly disgusting, because that is basically a one-sided game. It is the side of Assam Downtown University is just so dominating to the fashion that they are not really able to do much. It's just been really hard for N70 to do anything about it, and I just feel like this is gonna be a very one-sided game unless the Moskov can do something. But even the Moskov is really suffering a lot.
Exactly, and the Tigreal, he is not able to make a proper play with the implosion as well. And you know, the draft difference as well as the execution, it's definitely showing up. Look at it, using a lantern in order to just dash out the Terizla, as well as the Tigreal. There, she doesn't have the Sky Piercer yet. Oh my goodness, that is a keyboard moment, and there is the keyboard moment from Moskov, and there is the engages coming up, but Tigreal onto a bad position. He will be taken down. That will be a kill for that Granger. 2 of the members from the side of Team N70 are only remaining. Looks like what will be trying to go out for the objective. That will be the mid-tier tower, but oh, they are trying to dive in. There is the SOD, but I don't think Moskov is actually going to be committing, considering the fact the lead is way too much.
Yeah, and with a 19-3 already into the board, it's pretty obvious the game will only snowball harder for the hands of Bohut Bura Huva, as obviously the one in the impact zone is going to be N7 Rise from Little Panda School. Their draft was not exactly the best, and with how, I mean, it's not just the execution, the draft is really affecting, and not to mention Bohut Bura Huva is just playing so aggressive that they are not really getting any windows, especially obviously Collapsy on the Zushin is doing an immaculate job, because my wife is amazing, guys. Zushin is amazing. I'm not kidding, actually. Zushin is one of the heroes that if you utilize it well in a composition, she is one of the deadliest, because basically she's going to be disabling your frontliners, your fighters, and that's what's happening. Tigreal and Terizla just can't get any window to do anything right now. Last hurdle is going to be coming in, and already we can see almost 20 kills onto the board. Bohut Bura Huva most likely going to go in for a possible inhibitor dive in, because they do have a minion wave. There's a Tiger getting pretty low. Maybe another keyboy moment over here, but no AOG comes in. But he does actually connect to 3 people, but he's gonna get taken down first. The Abyssal Hero will push him back, but with Tiger down, they should most likely, I think they should just wait for the Lord and end the game as soon as, because it is in their hands after all.
Yeah, they are actually not contesting for the turtle as well. Instead, they will be waiting it out for the 8-minute Lord, which is actually a safer option in my opinion, considering the fact they already have lead and only the inhibitor towers remaining for the side of Team N70 Rise. The Selena stuns, early game wise, they should have been able to do a lot better, but the execution from the side of Team Bohut Bura Huva, thanks to that YSS, the early buff invasions are definitely paying it off right now. It will be an uncontested Lord. And most probably, if the lane syncing as well as the team fight comes up to the point, they might actually be able to end it, unless Tigreal as well as Terra pull up a miracle kind of a combination and able to take at least 2 or 3 of them down.
Yeah, and with the Lords going to be marching down into the mid phases, we're going to be seeing the side of Bohut Bura Huva most likely taking the win. And the name does ooze confidence, and I do think they're able to deliver it pretty well with 20-44. That's a staggering 13,000 gold lead. Yeah, 13,000. That's just nasty. That is just nasty work over there. They're just really getting it with the Lord. Most likely going to be going for the final push. We're most likely going to be seeing the end of the game, because they do have the farm, they do have the spells, they do have everything into their table. The AOG pops in, is going to be able to pop in one. The Spirit of Misery will push them back, but it's not going to be enough. Look at the Zushin coming in, the curtain call as well. A lot of damage between these stars. The Silverman will be capturing a kill as well. The side of the team N70 Rise has supports will go back, and finally a triple kill will be made up as a Maniac will land for the Granger, but no Savage, unfortunately. But hey, at least they got the Maniac, the second Maniac in this tournament, ladies and gentlemen, and the side of Team Bohut Bura Huva, representing us from Downtown University, will get the win and move forward as we bid farewells to the side of Little Banda School and N70 Rise.
Yep, N70, I guess the draft was actually kind of problematic, as well as the mastery. Look at them, like they are quite familiar with the title, actually shows it off, and the execution was more advantageous for the side of Team Bohut Bura Huva. The experience is definitely showing it off, and it is safe to say that they had a compared to Team N70 as well. So a really dominant display, as well as almost a savage for that Granger. Unfortunately, they focused out more onto the push, which is the main objective as well. The savages, it is like an individual kind of an achievement, let's say, and more importantly, they focused on winning onto the game, and they executed it quite perfectly onto this game.
Absolutely. With a score of 24-4, around 14 to 15,000 goal lead. Not to mention, look at the ranks. India 66, Zujins 18. Looks like they do have a good reputation, and this is a team that we will be looking forward. They do seem strong. Their name oozes confidence, and they were able to deliver it tonight. But how well will they deliver in the following matches? It's going to be really, really interesting, because, of course, this has just been the day 2 of round 1. We still have round 2, round 3, right? And we're going to have more events right now. Of course, not many people have been showing up, so make sure to share the stream to your friends. If you're definitely from Assam Downtown University, if you're watching, because one thing, I mean, there's a lot of students from there, and there's actually a lot of ML players there as well. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we will be moving to the last match of this evening, which is of course the 6th match, best of 1 series, and we'll be taking a short break before it, so make sure you stay tuned, and we'll be right back with 6th game, the last one of this evening. We'll see you right back.
You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to NCC National College Cup, brought to you by Battle Knights India, of course, and production partner is Indian Gaming Corps, IGC, and obviously it's powered by Vista. And we're going to be diving into the last match, which is going to be the sixth one of this evening, best of one series, all elimination rounds. And obviously, this tournament, the main format is that we focus on the representation of institution, universities, colleges, school. We just had Little Panda School come in. Unfortunately, they did not win, but Assam Downtown University, their team will move on forward. Right now, we will have the side of Celsius Esport. Okay, is that them? That's interesting. And Flameborn Legion. That is a very bold name. But yeah, Celsius Esports, SP Deborah. We just had one before earlier as well, and SP Deborah actually won. And Flameborn is from Nehu, a university that I'm very familiar with because I know someone there. Very. But yeah, intercasting this myself, Ray, and I'm joined by Itami.
Hello, once again, Ray, as well as everyone. So Celsius are having the first pick advantage. They immediately went out with the lance, okay, as well as the 1-1. So they are just going out with the regular, as well as Flameborn Legion. They went out with the YSS. So by far, I would say it's just understandable, as well as the regular bans coming up from both of the side of the teams. And I haven't seen the EXP priority bans onto this game, so there is a high chances that a lot of EXP heroes can be left out. Uranus has been not onto the spotlight quite often like he was right after he got the buffs, and mostly this time it is the Yuzhong or maybe Lapu. Arlet is also a good option, or maybe the Glue. A lot
I
of
just find
EXP
it funny,
heroes
Itami.
are...
It's like I'm the meme, that guy disappearing.
Yep. Do this
Why am
and
I disappearing, sir?
just
Yeah.
disappear. Yeah, just go back. Nah, there you go.
My hair is gone already. I'm getting Thanos snapped away. I'm not sure why that's happening. I should get it fixed soon. But yeah, Itami, continue. Sorry to interrupt you. I just thought it was funny. Okay, what's happening to me?
Okay.
Why am I disintegrating, bro?
I think it's because of the lighting, maybe, or
Yeah,
I
maybe,
don't know.
maybe.
Maybe.
You
Could
continue.
be.
You continue.
Yeah, you're actually disengaged. Okay.
I have no idea what's happening.
Speaking of the EXP as well as the rooms, the Gatot is getting banned out. So is the Kalia. Okay, Kalia, I have seen the bans coming up onto her
I'm
quite
back.
lately, but still, she is quite a viable pick, and looks like Ray is back with a proper lighting this time. And Flameborn Legion will be proceeding with the final bans. What could actually be a good option, Ray, here? Maybe they will be prioritizing the EXP lane as the first pick, or they might go out with something else.
I think most of the teams we've been noticing they're really prioritizing the XP lane as much as possible, which is not a bad thing. But sometimes I feel like a little bit of a different prioritization can work around, especially if there's someone left better in the end. I'm actually it is pretty funny, Tommy. Some teams are banning out Grok while some teams are not banning out Grok, and the ones who are not banning out Grok are not picking it either. So maybe there's a little bit of teams not being well informed, or either they have just forgot. Because I mean, this is not a Grog ban, right? It's most likely not going to be a Grog ban, so he's going to be open. And I've not seen him getting picked up. And it's not just this match. It's like all the matches we've had yesterday. I think you've noticed, right? Have you seen any Grog yet? I'm very sure you've not.
Nah.
Yeah, it's just been in ban section. It's pretty funny. But yeah, talking about Grog, there's his brother Kufra going to get banned out of here. And first pick for Celsius Esport. It's that one, right? The one that we are aware of. Celsius.
Yeah,
Or is it
that
gonna
is
be a different
Celsius
one?
Esport. Yep.
Yeah, it should be
The
that one.
one you
Oh,
are.
okay.
Oh, speak of the
There's no
devil.
way.
There's the Grok.
I manifested it. I manifested it into draft itself. But yeah, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. The debut of Grok looks like it's allowed. Maybe not sure. But yeah, whatever, man. This is the last match. Let's proceed with it. And Flameborn Legion, what's gonna be the response? I'm gonna be honest with you. I've seen the Grok. It's honestly broken. It's honestly broken, and I think it will receive a nerf mid-season.
Should be, because he is viable onto the EXP as well as onto the room. And problem is, it's not just the rules. He can go out with the damage as well as go out defensive, but still, this guy is gonna hurt. And the problem is, like, because of the revamp, the first skill, it also does the A1, does the charge. And okay, Flameborn Legion, they came up with two strong picks as well onto the response, the Kadita as well as the Uranus. I would say they are quite updated with the meta because these are the two heroes they have been quite well. And Celsius Esports, they are taking the time and looks like they will be trying to prioritize maybe a Farsa, or maybe they might actually go out with the, because the Lancelot is banned out, so Sashin kind of 50-50, and they might actually prioritize the mage.
Yeah, and with the inclusion of the fish lady,
Oh,
there we
Ethel.
go, the Arlot and the Earth also eliminate any chances of a Granger showing up is has been eliminated, or even if he does show up, he has to face 3 Titans right now. Obviously, Earthel being his direct textbook counter, the other is Arlot's stun, and the third one is obviously going to be Rock. So I do think the whoever's going to be playing the marksman does have a lot of things to chew on the table and on the plate. So Flameborn Legion, they have to really maneuver around having a proper DPS as well as having a little bit of an immunity. Lancelot has gotten banned out. Ling is not going to be the best option either. So they perhaps can go for a beefy kind of a composition. Maybe commit to an Akai. Consider Golimbi actually be a viable option because there's an
Oh,
Arlot.
Moskov.
But yeah, they actually commit to the Moskov. Let's see what the rest of the bans are going to be.
Yeah, Moskov, as well as I think onto the laning phase, he does quite okay against the Irithel, and he is still one of the meta picks on the gold lane, in my opinion, because he has a lot of mobility. And once he is able to get up the Trinity, the SOD plays can be coming up quite handy, and it can actually be the game changer. But okay, Flameborn Legion, they went out with an Alucard ban, which is mostly, like I've already said it, I mostly say Alucard bans on not onto the tournaments quite often, but Hayabusa as well as the Alucard. So it's like they are prioritizing the jungler bans, and they are
Yeah.
taking enough time. And Celsius Esports, they still have the jungler as well as the mid lane position open. Meanwhile, team Flameborn Legend, it is the Roma as well. They can just trade it out with either of the options available.
Yeah. And I do think eliminating out the Hayabusa is a good choice because, of course, the immunity and everything. Other side, though, the Alucard ban is a little bit sus to me. Why, though? Maybe they know there's an Alucard pick on the other side. But yeah, we will figure it out later on. But Celsius Esports, they're going to be getting. Okay, they also bet out the
Adrian.
Fredrin. Flameborn Legion, I understand that they want to eliminate out the jungler options, but this is the thing. They have also not picked up a jungler. They're kind of eliminating their own options because they can't pick the Fredrin anymore, which I think was a decent option because Fredrin can taunt in the Arlot and the Grok when they're not. Obviously, the Grok when is not using the immune skill. So, okay, a joy ban. Okay, Celsius is playing smart. They're really banning out the high mobility heroes that have basically can catch up to the Earthel as well as cause issues that the fact that Grok and Arlot cannot catch up. So it's a really, really good draft that the side of Celsius have really pulled up here.
Yeah, and looks like Flameborn Legion, this time they have the first pick priority. So Roma as well as the jungler. Maybe the reason they banned out the Haya as well as not the Haya, the Alucard as well as might be because they have already decided what jungler. It is the Mar actually. The Baksha is getting picked out. In terms of getting the objective as well as the jungle clearing, it does have a faster pace. But for the likes of Celsius Esports, they also have good options for their side. The mid laner is still open, and mobility wise, Yushin actually can be a good pick.
Zushin, yeah, I think Zushin is actually going to be really good for one reason. Yeah, Kadita is immune, but other than that, Moskov is going to be really, really getting hard smacked. Not to mention, Baksha will also have hard time positioning himself. Not to mention, the Uranus will also get trouble. Even though Bohut's heroes are not exactly picks that you'd actually pick against Zushin for a simple reason is that Uranus heals a lot, so Zushin cannot really do anything much other than repositioning him. Although actually they
Oh,
go
I
for
was
the
thinking about
Esport.
the Eve.
That's interesting. Eve, I do think is a little what do you say? Interesting pick because there's a Khadita, but I do think she's trusting her two frontliners to really do the job. But Xborg is gonna be the main crucial factor that will be dishing out most of the damage and everything.
Oh,
Okay, last
Fanny.
round and trump card actually shows up, and that's gonna be the Fanny.
Okay, we were expecting a Baksha jungle apparently, but it is the rumor. And the Eve, I would like to mention. The Eve, she received some adjustment with the Carmilla recently. the ultimate RWM, when she comes up with that, the camera angle has been quite up, so you have a better vision while using the RWM, as well as she does the burn damage, and against utility kind of a composition, that hero actually works out well. But the problem is, we were expecting a Baksha jungle, and that they will be responding it with a Fanny. So draft wise, I would say both of the teams, it is quite balanced. It looks quite solid. It's all onto the execution.
Yeah, and I think I really like it for one simple reason. It's the fact that the Fanny is a. It was basically something that I was not able to really see it coming. But there are a few downsides, few upsides. Grok does have good amounts of CC right now. He can easily disable a Fanny much better. I mean, you see the Fanny coming in, just crush in with your ultimate. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to be diving in the Land of Dawn, and we're going to be witnessing the Flameborn Legion versus Celsius East. We're going to be seeing the match of this evening, the last one, the sixth one of this best of one series, ladies and gentlemen, and we obviously we'll be done with it. Anyways, myself Ray, and I'm joined by Itami onto the casting desk. Let's see what's happening. Susie, wow, that's a nice name with a lot of
Susie.
Y.
Susie was trying to get out some visions onto there, and looks like she did her job. Like they did
Didn't do
got
that
the
great.
idea. Did
On
got
the
the
other hand,
idea. Oh, but look at the Xbox, man. Like, look at this Zero. It actually looks fresh and it actually looks good. Coming back onto the game, Fanny with the early invades, and she has the purple buff as well. But unfortunately, the first blood is yet to be drawn, and Dark Lord just goes back.
He did dish out a lot of damage, but in trade-off lost a lot because he did take a lot of turret damage to the face. On the other hand, the Moskov doing the turret pause. But overall, oh, look at the Arlord coming in with the passive marks and dishing off some damage. The Grok also doing the same, but they have to retreat so far. Xborg, one of the weaknesses, of course, he's not the best jungler kind of a hero. He's a good fighter that you can have in the jungle role. That's a different thing, right? So we will see some longer things. But hey, let's see what's gonna happen. Hey, what Aces? Aces, sorry, what's the name actually? April, is
that's
it?
insanity.
I feel like it's gonna be a first blood, and yeah, April. That was a bad thing. He was trying to provide division, but I feel like he went in a little bit deep. The pull back coming in from Xbox, Pistons. It was unexpected for him, I guess. But Cypher onto the bottom lane, getting a lot of damage. Moskov is actually winning out the lane pretty much. Vinny over here, the top lane.
Oh, yeah, that's just the pokes, and looks like Uranus has already got the ultimate. So has the R. He has the. Look at the Grok. Grok's wall range has actually increased, so it is kind of unpredictable. There is the petrified combo coming up from the Gatita, and Irithel will be falling off onto bot side, an off-cam kill, but the trade will be the turtle for the gold lead, and apparently they are trying to dive in onto the Baksha as well. Celsius Esport, they just got the objective, but they did lost out their goal lead now.
Yeah, and with 1-2 already, Celsius Esports right now, they have to. I mean, even with the Fanny and everything, the Grok's knockup is a little bit annoying. It's not exactly like a knockup, right? It moves you around. It's a really annoying skill. But overall, with everything into the board, Kalina looking for actually the Eve, but Grok, Susie over here doing a really great job.
Yeah, and Celsius, they still have a little bit of a lead. Oh, no, it's not Celsius actually. It's Flameborn Legion with the lead because of 2-kill advantage. They did got a turtle, but they are not. Fortunately, oh, look at the just trying to dive in quite deep, but he has the, and it won't be mattering that much. April was also trying to commit it out, but the Grok is really unpredictable after the walls can be coming up from anytime, anywhere. And one oh, look at the Fanny trying to dive in.
Okay, we're coming in with Final Slash, a beautiful one from the the Arlord, but there's not enough damage. Xborg, you better watch out your positioning because look at that, the rest of the members are pulling up because the knockup is there, and Xborg will get taken down. Shades will capture a kill, and right now they're going in for the Grok. Most likely Susie does retreat with 20% of his HP left, but the Fanny doesn't have enough energy, but double kill for Shades. He actually comes in with the rough waves and actually takes the kill for his team. Flameborn Legion 1-5, Celsius Esports. They have met a match. They are struggling. Oh, looks like they are not just done yet. They want to take down Susie with them, and the fire slash actually connects into it. The Arlord actually wants to make a clapback, but Susie will fall in. But a shutdown from Yizzy will be in place. 2-4-6 Flameborn Legion. On the side of Celsius, they are trying to clap back, especially the Arlord, but the score sits at 2-4-6, 2,000 gold lead.
A good performance actually by far from the side of Team Flameborn Legion. We were kind of expecting that Celsius would be having the advantage, but the draft, I would say, they did the unthinkable with the Fanny, and but still it will be Team Celsius Esport able to get the objective. Fanny is no. She is going out for the purple buff instead, and that is quite acceptable because Fanny is mostly reliant onto her purple buff in terms of the mobility, and she just goes back. But one thing I would like to, highlight is Erithel has already fallen down twice onto the gold lane in a 1v1 kind of a scenario against the most recently will not be ASAP, but still, Celsius Esports, they need to keep up onto the game.
Yeah, a beautiful flash slash coming into the top lane. Look at that. They're really trying to go for it. Arlord will be able to retreat, or is he able to do so? Because look at the damage that's coming in from the Fanny, and April is the one actually capturing the kill into the mid lane, though. We are going to be seeing a little bit of a shift in action. The top lane Arlord will get taken down into the mid phase. Okay, Karita, there's the SOD connecting in as well. Grok comes in with the nature, the ultimate with the Moskov also will coming. Susie will be getting down by Vinny, and the damage is there. April Seekers under a kill. What is happening with the rope? Is getting all the kills, buddy. But Moskov is taking out the damage. Dark Legend will be capturing a kill into Sport. And with this 2-4-10, Celsius Esports, they're really struggling. Flameborn Legion is actually leading it on, despite the fact that they did get a Grok, but they're really doing a great job. Arlord over here tries to defend the mid lane, but it's not going to be enough. It's going to get taken down. Tier 1. Flameborn Legion, macro, micro, everything is going very, very fine for them.
Exactly, and in terms of the kill trade too, they are doing it out quite better, but the wall just landed out quite on time. Celsius Esports yet to, open up onto the A game, and looks like that will be a second tower being secured for the side of Team Flameborn Legion. There is the engage.
Little damage is being pulled up. Susie over here will be ultimately getting taken down again. Sorry, not Suji. April over here will getting taken down again. Is it? Yeah, it was the tank. But with the turtle coming into the play, most likely going to be appearing. Yep, it is here now. Fanny is one of the weaknesses is that she's not exactly someone who can secure objectives well. She really needs the team to create that window of opportunity. But overall, we're going to be seeing a little bit of a shift in movements. A maneuver. I do think Engsborg, it's a funny thing. Engsborg also is not that best at taking objectives, Tommy.
Yeah, even if he has the jungle emblem, the jungle clearance is not that fast.
A fire slash coming in. Arlord has to flicker out of their positioning, but Shadis is there trying to go in for the knockup, but it's not going to be enough, is it? He's doing his absolute best. The Arlord is maneuvering as much as possible, but it's not going to be. On the other side, though, Xborg will be getting the turtle. Oh, that was a close one. Imagine if Fanny actually stole it with just a sliver of that. But anyways, into the mid phase, there's Ariel coming in with the bike. Vroom, she goes, but not enough damage. And the damage from the Moskov, though. Sporta, he's losing his armor like in blink of an eye, and he's gonna get taken down. For Vinny with 412 board. It's not looking good. Celsius Esports, they need to clap back. It's gonna be enough because Hyper is just gonna get stunned by the Spear of Misery. Gonna get taken down by Vinny. And with Moscow coming online, this does feel a very dire situation. Eve most likely looking for an angle to do so, but look at the Fanny, most likely gonna be coming in, but yeah, it's not gonna be there.
Yeah, I actually would like to look at the goal lead of that Moscow compared to the. Oh my goodness, the wild charge as well as the wall combo. The Grok instantly bursting out the Kadita, and Cypher is yet to find the opening. Imagine being a goal laner, and onto the 8-minute mark, you have already died 3 times already without any kill or maybe an assist. Look at the Moscow's gold. I was actually mentioning it. 8k gold only onto his name, 3k more compared to that editor.
There is a staggering amount of difference that they're able to really create out, but April really struggling from the true damage that's coming into the face, and he's gonna get bursted out by Sporta over here. He still has the armor, but we can clearly see Vinny has been shredding him down very fast, but Shades has to retreat with the rough waves. There's the ultimate coming in from the Xbox, lasting insanity, dishing out the damage, and most likely gonna be seeing Chintu the Great getting taken down on the Uranus when he does come in, but the wall will be. Oh my god, that was a great wall. She will get shut down, but at the cost of Suzy as well. But Vinny right now coming online with so much damage is gonna be able
Oh my
to lane, take down the Eve as well. And right now he's really trying to follow with Sporta, and he's really looking forward to take him down. Look at the damage, the penetration. But the armor comes in clutch and is actually able to save him. Is it Vinny? Hey, dodges out the burst coming in from Sporta as well, and he's gonna be able to
Oh my
out
god.
like for this marksman. I'm gonna be honest, this college students, they are showing off right now tonight with this 6th match. He's held though.
Moscow
It's
is-
really bad positioning, but she's gonna get taken down. The crossbow will be connecting, but the damage. Fire slash!
Oh,
Beautiful
Vinny,
one
Vinny,
coming
Vinny,
in from the Arlot, but Wind of Nature coming in. Look at the Eve ultimate as well with the Baksha into the table. Vinny is just doing an absolute monster. 706. What is the goal of this dude right now? We gotta see.
Oh, it should be 12k or so. Oh, okay, it's not 12k, but 9k already onto his name. It's still the 3k
He's
lead.
full build.
And he's already full build. It's only one item. Only it should be a malefic gun. Like he has the Fury Hammer, so it should be a malefic gun.
Yeah, yeah.
He can swap it out the Wind of Nature with the Rose Gold Meteor, but okay, Xborg is able to get it once again, but still it will be Flameborn Legion able to take down the Lord. SOD will be missing out to Cypher. If it did connect, then Moscow definitely would have been committed.
Yeah, Irtel does not have Wind of Nature. She's building towards her 3rd item, which is the Berserker Sphere. So something 10 to 18 right now. Flameborn Legion with everything into the boat. I do think. Oh, Fanny most likely looking for an angle. Sporta over here. Well, the damage is there actually. Irtel most likely. Yep, she gets the Berserker Sphere. So Cypher can come online for right now. Fanny, gets stuck inside the walls. The damage is there. Most likely gonna get taken down by the Irtel. Cypher will be getting a kill for himself, but look at that. With everything into the board because the Moskov is pushing down into the top lane. We're seeing a really dominant fashion, but Cypher with the Berserker Fury coming in might just be able to do something. SOD does come in, does commit to it. Grok is there though, and they do not.
Yeah, the wall was also pinned down right on time. You know, Celsius Esports, one of the main objectives for their side would be trying to shut down that Moskov as soon as possible because this is the main guy dealing the damage. Oh my goodness, the Petrify combo right on the place.
Oh, look at that. Vinny, legendary right now. Lightning intensity coming in. A lot of damage. Great, gonna get bursted out of the map. And the next one is obviously gonna be the Baksha. Vinny repositioning himself, regenerating some HP from that creep. He comes back into the team fight. He wants to dish out some damage, but not really able to find the positioning just yet. Will just push back and just go in. Vinny almost took down the Xbox Immortality over there.
Almost, like I've already said it, Moskov is like, this guy is yet to be shut down. He is onto a 806 and I guess he already has 10k lead onto his name. Erithel, the damage is actually coming up. You know, one thing for the Moscow mostly with the lead. Oh my god, 12k, and they are able to shut him down. A lot of gold bounties will be given out. The problem is, will the other members be able to hold it out? That will be the main question. And Cypher still is yet to get the proper items. He just got the Malefic gun. It will be increasing his range, but Vinny is coming up with an actually absolute clutch, I would say. Oh, into the great final slash has been used up, but that is a
There's a Uranus. I do think that was kind of unnecessary for them.
oh, look at him, look at him.
Damage. Oh my god. Cypher almost got bursted out of the map because of the damage that was coming in from Vinny right now. But the Fanny will get knocked out of the situation. Will cable out of the situation. But Shades comes in with the burst and double kill for Vinny. Was certainly going to go for a triple. Wants to go in for a possible Maniac or even a Savage because look at that. He is so close yet so far. Gets stuck between the two turrets and Shades will deny him the Maniac that he so deeply required. You tell what he had. Oh, look at the damage. That was a kind of a bad decision. Perhaps April as well as Uranus into the Great. One versus one happening for both of the marksmen, but the Wind of Nature was into the hands of course, Vinny. And full wiped out. The side of Flameborn Legion is going to be getting an effortless victory. Not exactly, but for sure. Celsius Esports, despite the greatest efforts, we have to say goodbye to them as the side of Team Flameborn Legion, which is obviously representing, what was their university name again? Nehu, is it? Yep. Nehu will be moving forward. SB Deborah College will be eliminated out. Hoping for the best, hoping we'll see them in the winter season of NCC. But for now, Vinny Oh my god, what is this Moskov 1207? Anybody in the next round, you gotta ban it out or you're finished.
Absolute dominance, man. 51% damage. Look at him. 51% damage with 79%. Crazy.
That is nasty work, actually. Marksman 51% is basically, at that point, it's just a marksman game. It's just completely one-sided. Damn. Funny enough,
Like-
the second highest is Uranus.
Yeah. It's 18% damage for the Uranus as well. So, it was not actually the banning out the Moskov kind of thing. It is safe to say that was winning his comfort picks, and he was actually winning out too. That he gave him the lot out quite early, and the main problem for the side of Team Celsius Esports, they were not able to shut down that Moskov. He had a lot of mobility, and he was like Erithel when she was onto the 2 items. Moskov all full build, and this guy was an absolute menace, man. Ray, anything you gotta say?
Well, nothing much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just happy Zushin is always. And of course, there was a Maniac. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that was it for the series of matches tonight. It was a really pleasure to be casting, of course. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be seeing you tomorrow with more 6 best-of-1 series, all elimination rounds, only on National College Cup. Make sure to tune in on Battle Knights India. Of course, this is brought to you by them, production partner IJC, and powered by Vista. We'll catch you guys tomorrow, so make sure you tune in. And for now, good night, take care, and have a good rest.
Bye, guys.
What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy. I am more than a weapon. What for? You asked for it. Chain up! It is my mercy.